My videos always start with coffee. Yeah. So recently I made a video about fast cut B-roll, and this video is like a follow-up where I show what the editing process looks like. But before we start editing, we need to capture some shots. So editing fast cut B-roll isn't that complicated actually, if you plan the shots ahead, like having a picture in your head how you want the end results to be. Here I'm just doing a simple task, which is putting gas in the car. But by filming this from different angles and with some camera movements, I can make these shots look really nice later in the edit. So for this video I'm not using any fancy gear, but just a tiny action camera, which is the DJI Osmo Pocket, just the Action 4 by DJI, which proves that you get super good results with just something like this. So now it's time to edit the shortcut B-roll. So I created a new project in Final Cut Pro, and here I have all my recordings. You could select them all and just drag them down to the timeline. We're gonna drag them down one by one. So let's see what happens in this first clip. Alright, so I want just that part. Just drag it a bit. As soon as it opens, I want it to start. Right there, we're gonna cut, like so. And here we opened. As you can see, I moved the camera closer right here. So this is the part I want to use. So just before the camera starts moving, I'm gonna make a cut to about somewhere around here. Then we can remove this part, select and delete. Alright, the thing is you have to go back and look through everything all the time. So when you just want to change the length, it's easier to just drag the clips instead of cutting. I'm just gonna move it a bit like that. Alright, then we can cut here. Yeah. Then we're gonna take this next clip. Okay, so that's the part I want to use. I'm not gonna use any of this, so I can just cut and delete. Right where the camera zooms in. And then we cut to this part where I press the handle. I'm not sure if I want to use any of this, but I can include some of it. Gas prices. And here we have the camera on the top of the car. We can use a tiny bit of that. Alright, so now let's see. Somewhere around, okay, check this out. It's always a finger in the shot. Okay, so here I remove the pump. So I can delete all of this, I don't need it. Cut. I delete this. Cool. You see how short I make the clips. And now we have putting back the cap. I think I want to have that part and where we close. Cool. Then we cut right there. So now let's see what we got so far. Alright, so after this I went to the store and I captured some shots of that as well. So let's see what we got. Okay, this can be very, very short. And here we got the door opening. Right there. Pick the clips one by one. Look for the part where the main action takes place, like here. Boom, boom. And here we have a different angle of the camera, so I'm gonna use that. Remove this part. Great. And we can cut that out. Here we return to the car, so I'm gonna remove all these shots where nothing happens. I just want the main action of the clip. Okay, so here you see I want all of this, but it's too long. So I'm just gonna have this open the door, putting down the bag, so I can delete what's in between. Maybe can change this a bit. Okay, somewhere around there. And then we have the door closing. Boom. Cool. Can include some of that. Closing the door from inside. So here, I think this is a bit too dark to use. Let's see, can I use this? Yes, just when I shift to drive. Cut that out. Look at all those warning lights in my car. Can have some of that mirror shot. And let's see what else happening. So you see, I'm just cutting down the clips. Oh, that's cool. I think this was a mistake actually, but kind of looks cool. Let's keep that. Nice. Maybe that's cool. I don't want to overdo it either, so I don't want too many clips of the same thing or the same place I'm at. I can use something like that. Just where I pass the... This was a cool shot when where the sun was in the line of the street, so I'm just gonna include some of that, and then we have some parts that takes place in the car. Yeah. Put it park. Delete that. And here we use the blur. And let's see. Remove that and that. Cool. So now we have something I would call a raw cut. So now I'm gonna watch through this and see where do I have to make the clips shorter or longer. Was there a finger in this? Yes. When you're filming, make sure you don't have a finger in front of the lens. Please. This part was boring. Make that shorter. This part could be shorter as well. I could make this shot a bit longer. So now I'm gonna see where I want to add some kind of transitions. Right here where I open the lid, I could add a Ken Burns. So we just get some kind of zoom in effect. I don't want too much of it either, so let's see. Oh, we zoomed out actually. And we're gonna make so the end is where it's zoomed in. All right. I don't like this part of me just standing there, so I'm gonna remove that. Alright, so now we can also do some in-post transitions between the clips. So I have some cool film grit transitions. I think it would be cool here where the sun part is. Let's see. Yes, Alright, so let's say I'm happy with this. I'm gonna select all of the clips and create a new compound clip. Final passcode B-roll. Alright. So basically you just cut out the parts where nothing happens and keep the parts where the action takes place. And then you can color grade your footage, add some sound effects, and you're pretty much done. I hope this video helped you, and I see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.